How you doing, old friend?
Fine.
It's funny, us ending up down here. My daddy died in the field in Pennsylvania, fighting this lot. I ever tell you that?
Many times.
I see I'm boring you, Arthur.
Worrying me. We lost men back there.
We have lofty goals, Arthur. We're trying to reform society to a kinder, truer, better way. Now, of course, there's gonna be casualties.
We're thieves. In a world that don't want us no more.
We are dreamers in an ever duller world of facts.
If there's
Now, I'll
one
give you
word
that,
I
but
would
come
use
on.
to explain who
We
Dutch
got the
is,
day.
would be dreamer.
It's nice out.
Someone that's heads
Old
in the
Jose
crowds.
says that there's a creek around here.
Still, very
I reckon
interesting
it's full
character.
of fish.
And that's kind of the thing, too, about, like, people that are like Dutch, is that when you first meet them, you're just so instantly pulled in by, you know, their speech and their dreams. And, that's how I felt about Dutch, too.
Good.
He's a charmer, you know, with his words.
Hey, old girl, come on down here. Why don't you show us this creek you've been pissing in?
Hey, you don't look too rosy, old friend. I thought this warmer weather would...
My days are looking good along over, Dutch.
Always green crushing and bubble bursting, you.
Okay, I guess we're gonna have some
Hosea,
bonding time
let's
with
go
our
for it.
dads.
Come on, then.
Come on, Donald, let's go. We're gonna go fishing with our dads. Have some male bonding time.
Passing you.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Why don't
Sorry, I had to
we
wipe my
just
nose.
fish here? There's a whole lake of them.
Because I need to get out for a bit. Me and the old guard. Before any of them back there, oh, there was us.
The curious couple and their unruly son.
It
Curious
feels
couple
good
and their
here.
unruly
You
son.
did well finding that
They
spot,
just call each
Arthur.
other dads. That's
Poor
cute.
Charles and me.
It's like I can breathe again, thick and soupy as this air is. Might even do your whistling pipes some good, Hosea.
I was once in this country with Bessie.
I mean, seriously, they're
Feels
like
like
a
a
married
lifetime
couple.
ago.
It was a lifetime ago. But what a life we have lived, how well we have fought, especially both of you.
I hope so.
Oh my
But
god.
now, when things are desperate, we have to stick with the plan.
Take a
Make
sip
enough
of
money
something
and
every time
find
he says
somewhere
plan.
where nobody will find us. But we don't
Or
have to hide.
ideas.
Like where?
I got some ideas hatching, but I need you with me.
He
not
really
against
is like
me.
a cult leader.
Both of you.
You know? It's like, you
course.
gotta believe in my
Still,
dreams. You gotta be with
We
me.
do need money. So keep a low profile, especially in the local town. After Valentine,
This
I
reminds
want
me so
everyone
much
on
of
best
being in a
behavior
cult.
here. No trouble. But start turning over the soil and the rocks. See what turns up.
Dutch, we've got to be discreet.
Imagine what a slew of rich simpletons there must be down here. Oh, this is perfect for you, Hosea. You'll be able to play them like a fiddle.
Nothing would give me greater pleasure, but
No buts. Not today. We fish and we enjoy the day. Looks like law up ahead. Play it cool.
whoa!
Are we still gonna go? Maybe just try to go around
Easy.
them? Uh-oh.
Hello, gentlemen. Well, look what the cat drug in.
I seem to have gotten myself in a spot of bother.
Quiet back there.
Let's see if we can't sort this out. How are you, boys?
Fine.
This is quite some country you have here.
We like it well enough.
Hoagie McIntosh, at your service.
Lee Gray. This is my deputy Archibald McGregor.
It's good to meet you.
You a Scot?
Partly. The best part.
Of course.
Now, tell me, sir, what did the silly, fancy fop back there do? Nothing too terrible, I trust.
He was accused of running a gold mining investment scam.
Oh, no.
What
I'm
a
sure
silver
he wasn't.
tongue.
He is a magician. I know him. He's a fool, but he is not a bad fellow. Now, can we just...
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Shit! The Anderson boys! I can't have more scandal!
Well, allow us to help, my friend. Arthur,
Chase wanted man.
and take Archibald with you.
Just what I signed
Oh
up for.
my god.
Come on, big guy.
Perhaps we can discuss the foolish magician.
Let's go after that train! And do not shoot them, you hear me? Come on, hurry!
All right.
Come on, we're losing them!
Will you relax? We're not losing them.
Hurry up, David! Faster, come on! What's your name, sir?
Arthur Callahan.
Faster, Mr.
Callahan.
Callahan, please! My neck is on the line here.
I get it. I'm doing my best.
Come on, pull me up!
Looks like the sun
Oh
gets
man.
late.
Am I getting any closer? I'm getting a little bit closer. Come on,
No!
come on, come on, come on,
Did
come
I
on, come
not
on.
say that?
You said plenty.
Goddamn cowards, hide behind that bag! Ooh, that must have hurt. Leave them. Stay with that train. The train is slowing down to go through
That
the
was
station.
so
Now's our
funny.
chance. See if you can get alongside the train. Get in closer. Get alongside that flat carriage. You think you can jump on there?
Me? Why me?
Because you ride like my grandmother.
You cop bastard.
I ride just fine.
Bastard. That's enough. Damn it.
I'm gonna sneeze.
Don't lose them.
Stop.
Wait, what? Oh, they were that one.
Come on, sit back. Run, don't let me get away.
Of course am I gonna let them get away?
Bastard.
I'm not a cop.
Get the hell away from
Ooh,
me.
ooh, ooh, ooh,
Gonna be
ooh, ooh.
dead
Ha! I love hitting people. Oh, you gotta hit it. You gotta hit.
Have this.
Waste of my
Come on, Mr. Callahan, I'm relying on you.
Pick up our hat.
You hold it right there. Just you and me now, pal.
I'm gonna ride ahead and stop the train.
Guess it's just us then, lawman. Come here.
You ain't need to bother.
Let me go.
I
Can't
can lasso
do
you, motherfucker.
Need some gin? Come on. Don't kill him.
that. You sure?
Sadly,
Ugh.
watch yourself. He's as dirty as they are. Do it. Kill him and we'll take
There
him
we
in,
go.
all right?
Give me my hat.
Hello?
Give me my hat.
Well,
It's all right now.
dead.
I'm
think
good
I
at
won the
punching
fight.
people.
Just about.
Bring him out here.
Deputy,
Sounded like quite a commotion. Is that him?
I sincerely hope so.
Old Anders Anderson.
For what now?
Take him in, come on. A fine job, well done. and a pat on the back for me for stopping the train. Load Anders onto the back of your horse there, and we'll take him to Sheriff Gray. There you go. You are a natural. All right, let's take him in. Follow me.
What about the others?
So funny.
Oh,
Hello,
round 'em
fellow cops.
Anders back there is the brains of the operation.
Hello,
and that's
fellow
really saying
police
something.
officers.
You're the boss.
I am a man
That
of
was
the
mighty
law.
impressive, sir. I have to admit. I'd hazard a guess you've served the law yourself at some point.
Well, I wouldn't exactly say that.
Are
I'm
you
a bounty
familiar with
hunter.
the area here?
No, not really.
On your right here, these tobacco fields? This is part of Caliga Hall, big estate belonging to the Gray family.
Looks bone dry.
Yes, we are in
Get a
dire
rabbit.
need of some rain round here, let me tell you. The Grays have lived in Caliga Hall for generations. Fine people. My family's been working for them for years. Sheriff Gray's the one I know best, of course, but they own half the businesses in town.
Which town?
Rhodes, sir. You don't know it? Where we're headed right now. Ain't what it was before the war, but it has its charms. I'm sure you already know of the Braithwaites.
Like I said, just got down here.
Another big family in these parts. They have an estate west of here. Awful people, truly awful. They've been fighting
I can
with the
rob
Grays
them.
for as long as I can remember.
Sounds like quite the place you got here.
More people to rob. Yay! Hee-hee. I'm so bad.
We're
Look
gonna
at
bear
the
left
Donald's
here.
tail. Do you think I should unbraid it? It looks a little douchey. Except maybe that's probably on Donald's par. Okay, so we're not gonna cause trouble in Rhodes. I'll try to do that. I'll try not to punch people, even though that's my favorite thing to do, and then it makes me happy. But I'll just go to Valentine if I want to punch people. I'll do that for Dutch. I'll try. Can't make any
Here
promises,
we are.
Dutch.
Welcome to Rhodes.
Because he doesn't
Up
want me
there
to
on
punch
your
people
left is
here.
the Rhodes Parlor House. Very reputable saloon owned by the Gray family.
Oh man, I
We
can't
also have
punch
a
people
general
there. I
store,
love punching people at the
gunsmith, post
saloon.
office, train station, of course.
What more do you need?
Oh, good, they're back. And that's your friend, right?
Yep.
Okay, we're gonna stop just ahead on the right, outside the sheriff's office. Can you grab Anders off your horse and carry him in for me?
Hey, fellas.
So
Come
funny
on,
seeing,
partner, before he wakes
seeing
up.
Dutch
Just bring him
cozy
here.
up these people.
I caught some
funny.
local baby shambling around my backyard yesterday.
Mr. Gray! We got him. Very good.
I told you Arthur would deliver. Man has a passion for justice.
That's wonderful.
So, about my friend here,
Your idiot friend is free to go. But no more trouble from you, partner.
I promise you, this was all just a big misunderstanding. However, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart.
I'll pretend to appreciate that. Mr. McIntosh, it has been a real pleasure. The mostly good citizens of Rhodes, we welcome you.
well, we're just honored to be here.
And make your friend behave. We got enough trouble from some of the residents, old-timers who've gone, sadly, to seed and lost their dignity.
How terrible. Come along now. I will keep this fellow on the straight and narrow.
Come back and see us sometime soon. Excuse me, gentlemen. Bo, these
Hello,
better be
fellow
ugly
police
rumors.
officers.
Is it true you were seen talking to that wretched Penelope Braithwaite?
I can't thank you enough.
Where have you been?
Around,
And where you staying?
I'm renting a caravan on the edge of town behind the church.
Oh my God, your
Horrible,
accent's-
but no one comes looking. The whole town
This
is
guy.
trapped in this interminable feud between the two families. His lot, Gray's, and Braithwaite's.
Interesting.
Two old plantation houses, and falling out of rebel gold, and marrying cousins or not marrying.
Arthur, Jose, you start poking around. See what you can find out about that.
I have missed you, boys. I've heard about bounty.
There's been a price on my head for 13 years. It'll take 'em months to find us down here, and it seems like we can have a little sport.
Well, they're good bounties.
Where you hear this?
Some fellas I met at a camp near the state line said there was talk of it in bars in the north and west for 500 miles. There was talk of
That's something to do.
super agents or some such.
Super agents. I'd love to meet
Super
one.
agents.
It's just talk.
I'm sure it is, but I couldn't not tell you.
Stay out of trouble.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Cheerio.
Okay.
I feel like
so
that's
these two plantation families. Arthur, you
That
start
man's accent.
sniffing around the Gray's place, see what the
Oh my
story is
god,
there.
he kills
I
mosquitoes. It's
passed
gonna
by
kill
it
me.
earlier with our friend Archibald.
Freaking
Good.
mosquito.
Hosea, you see what you can find out about these Braithwaites.
All right.
I swear, I thought it
Thank
went
you,
in my
Arthur.
mouth earlier.
Quite a fishing trip.
There's still time. I'm up for it.
How about you, Arthur? Have you had enough of the chase for one day?
Sure, of course I'll
why
go
not?
fishing with you guys.
Great. Hosea, why don't you lead us to that spot you were talking about? Kinda like this place.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna
Let's
like this
see if we
place
can
too.
avoid
Look
any
at
more
her,
excitement.
Southern Belle. Oh, it's kind of a dirty dress. I thought she had like a big old Southern Belle dress. This will be a fun place to explore. Oh, wait for
All
Wait
right,
for
gentlemen.
horses.
Follow me.
Out of the way. I'm on a tight schedule.
Let's go, boy.
Let's go. This game makes me want to ride a horse.
It's a bit of a ride still, and it's not a creek. It's the same
Just
lake
weird,
we
'cause I don't
camped
really
on,
like
just a
riding
different
horses.
time. It'll be
They
worth
make
it.
me nervous.
I saw some big drum and sturgeon there. Should be rock bass, bluegills, perch, pickerel too. It's a good spot.
We'll see if you're as good at catching fish as you are at catching criminals, Arthur.
Trelawney owes me for that.
Trelawney owes everyone for something, but his information is
Ooh.
good.
Plus, we are now ingratiated with the local law. I'd say it was a worthwhile diversion all around.
So what Trelawney said about those bounty hunters? What you think?
I told you, I've had bounty hunters after me for years. When was the last time I didn't have a price on my head?
Seems a little bigger now, Dutch.
Super agents. That's just Trelawney over-egging the pudding like the showman he is. Unless there's a new breed of special man I don't know about.
So, do nothing?
Not until I've thought it through. Interesting about those two families.
We'll look into it.
Good. Like I said when we set off, just start turning the soil. Low profile.
Where is this spot, Hosea? Timbuktu?
Not too much farther. Anyway, you two never told me properly about that business with Cornwall in Valentine. What happened there? Apart from scaring the living daylights out of Mr. Strauss.
That was about the only upside. John and I didn't even have time to get paid for the sheep we rustled.
It is safe to say Mr. Cornwall isn't a man to let bygones be bygones.
Ambushed us in the saloon. He came with a lot of guards and what seemed like just about every lawman in the county.
We've had closer shaves, but not that many.
And if Cornwall found us, the Pinkertons couldn't have been far behind.
They found me when I was fishing with Jack, remember?
Listen, it
Not
was
a good
good we
sign.
moved when we did, but that mess is behind us now.
This
Yeah,
is the
it'll
spot.
catch up to us
Down
eventually.
to the left there.
It will catch up to us eventually. I suspect Dutch probably did some nefarious things in Blackwater. Things that he
I
hasn't
saw some
admitted
boats
yet.
around last time. Be good to get to deeper water.
Hey, those the boats you mean?
Yes. Good.
Okay. Just steal these boats, no problem.
I'm sure nobody would mind if we borrowed
I
one of
like
these.
Dutch's horse.
Come on.
It's a nice horse. Looks like a freaking unicorn. Magical. fishing, guys.
All right. This looks like a fine vessel.
Okay. Come on, Arthur. Let's get her in the water.
Oh, I got a good feeling about fishing here. There's supposed to be some incredible sturgeon. Oh.
Okay, here we go. Let me row. You boys are too old for real labor no more.
You're too dumb for anything else.
You're still too quick for me, old man.
I enjoy picking on children. Now take us to the deeper water and pray for good luck and stupid fish.
Good
What
luck
about
and stupid
luck?
fish.
Good fish.
That'll do too. Keep going.
Oh, I love this sound. I love the sound of water. So relaxing. This is ASMR, guys. This is ASMR to me.
I think here's good.
All right. Good luck, gentlemen.
Are you gonna help? Oh my god.
Should really come here at dawn or dusk. That's when you catch the best fish. We should use a lake lure. That'll give us a much better chance of hooking something big like a sturgeon.
Wrong with a good old worm.
Oh, worms are good for tiddlers like bluegill and rock bass, but you'd have to be real lucky to catch a sturgeon with one.
Lures it is, then. You heard the expert, Arthur. Let's bait up.
Okay.
Keep the lure moving slowly on the water so it looks like a little fish just asking to be eaten. Are you trying to make your lure look like a dead fish? They won't be interested if it ain't moving.
Oh.
You got something biting, Arthur. Just gotta reel him in now, Arthur.
Okay, that was a bite. Got him?
I don't like fishing. I don't like
Got a bite.
fishing.
Got one. Damn it, I lost him.
Oh my god, this take forever. Hurry up. Oh, it's a tiny
Look
thing
at this
too.
beauty.
Actually,
There you
no,
go.
that's
Well
pretty decent.
done, Arthur.
They can grow a lot bigger than that. Fella told me he once saw a monster lake sturgeon near the mouth of the river, just southwest of Saint Denis. 50-pounder, he reckoned.
I would like to see that.
Ah, I should have had that one.
Hey, Hosea, you remember that time we sent Arthur out fishing? He came back with 3 beautiful bass.
Not this again.
I don't think I do.
Oh, yeah. You do. He was maybe 20. 21. Walked in all full of himself. We had a big feast. Toasted him all night.
This was 15 years ago.
Oh, I remember now.
Then, the next week, Arthur and I are at the market, and Fishmonger calls out, "So how did you enjoy those bass?"
Look, you can fish, or you can go drinking all day, rob someone, and buy some fish.
Fish on the line,
Exactly.
Arthur.
That's how I feel about fishing. Just buy fish.
I used to go fishing with this feller back in the day. Wesley, his name was. Real miserable
I
bastard,
actually-
but he loved to fish.
Yeah, I'll let him tell
We
a
go
story
out all the
first.
time. But one day, we were river fishing when we see a funeral procession going over the bridge, and out of the blue, Wesley stands up, takes off his hat,
Yeah, take it.
bows his head. Then he sits down, picks his rod back up, and carries on. Doesn't say a word. So I'm a little surprised and say, "Wesley, that was nice of you." And he replies, "Well, felt I had to. After all, I was married to her for 30 years.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, dear God. I might swim to shore.
Remember those big salmon I caught in Montana last year? We had a banquet planned that night until Copper went and scoffed the lot.
jokes.
You never had control of that dog.
He had some spirit, though. Never lost the puppy in him, right to the end.
You know, I remember us saying how Blackwater was the furthest east we'd ever been. As a group, I mean.
Feels like the more we try to head west, the further east we end up.
We had all those safe spots picked out to lie low in New Austin after the ferry job.
I liked it there.
Got another
Still open
fish.
and wild,
Woo!
the way it should be. Somehow the desert makes you feel
Oh, this is a
closer
tiny
to the
one.
sky.
No point us trying to get back that way anytime soon.
Oh, it's 4
Pinkertons
pounds.
have patrols out all over tall
I'm gonna
trees
throw
and Great
back.
Plains. We saw when we went back to Sean.
Well, look at us now.
Yeah,
huh?
good
It
reputation.
could be worse. Plans change. That's just how
I
life
actually
goes.
went fishing with my dad one time. I wanted to do it because that's the thing people do with their
Did
dads,
I
right?
ever tell you my
And
mother's
we-
buried in Blackwater?
Really?
We didn't
She is?
catch anything. And then some
Apparently
guy
so.
felt bad for us
I
and
only
gave us
found
his
out
fish.
from an uncle of mine years later. Last I knew, she was still outside Philadelphia. I left home at 15 and didn't see her again. She and I didn't always see eye to eye. I wasn't always a very obedient child.
I can only imagine.
Still, I loved her in my own way, and she me in hers. Somehow, even from the grave, she managed to have the last laugh. Nice, you hooked him.
Yeah, so some guy felt bad for me and my dad because we didn't catch any fish, and he caught a bunch of them. So he gave us some of his fish, and my dad tried to. My dad's gonna be so mad if he finds out I told the story. My dad tried to, like, you know, cut it up the fish. He couldn't figure out how to do it, so we just bought fish and cooked that instead. So, yeah, it's better to
Holding
buy
out for
fish.
a bigger one, are you?
When is this gonna be over? I'm not into fishing. Oh, okay, I'll try one more time. We'll try one more time, guys. Try to make this interesting. Sorry I talked over them. I wanted to tell my fishing story. Fishing story. Oh wait, I did catch a fish, a bigger fish when I fished by myself.
Something's nibbling.
I guess it
Got ya.
depends on like the.
You
Yeah,
hooked
I
him?
think I was in Girl Scouts when I caught a fish, but I just threw it back because it was like a puffer fish or something. Come on.
Well done.
Yeah, I'll keep it. Okay, can
Worth
I
keeping
stop?
that one.
I think I can stop now.
Hey, I reckon we call it a day, fellas.
Already?
You ain't been chasing down outlaws.
All right. Think we got a decent haul here. Pearson will be happy. Idea. Could be useful.
What about the horses?
Well, they'll find their way back.
Just follow the shore south, Arthur.
That was fun.
Aha.
Thank you, boys. Now, Hosea,
Yes.
how about a song?
Okay. All right, I got one for you.
Oh,
I
Yeah.
asked that gal to give me some.
I asked that gal to give me some. She says, wait till the taters is done. I couldn't wait till the taters was done. I couldn't wait till the taters was done. Threw her on the floor and knocked off some. I wish to God I'd passed her by. I wish to God I'd passed her by. Taters got burned and so did I.
That was pretty good. But you
oh
know,
my God.
what song we should be singing?
What?
Well, look at us. 3 mariners.
Ah, of course.
Well, we 3 poor spend our lives in jeopardy while others live at ease. Shall we go dance this round, around, around? Shall we go dance this round, around,
I knew the
around?
song, I'd sing along.
There is a bully boy, come pledge me on this round, 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 round. We care not for the martial
I
men
love how
that
this
do
game
our
makes
states
these little bullets
disdain,
so
but we care for
interesting.
the merchant men that do our states maintain. To them we dance this round, around, around. To them we dance this round, around, around. And he that is a bully boy, come pledge
Man,
me
doing this
on
all day
this
would make his, like, pecs, like, totally whatever, you know? Like, wouldn't that be really good for your arms? I was kind of do this, if I was doing this in real life, I get rid of the bat
We should not let the folks back think we have too much fun.
Indeed not.
That's what I should start doing, because all I do is hiking for exercise. I should just start rowing boats. Like, get some toned arms. Oh, come on. Yeah, I'm just like seeing him do this and I'm like, that must be so difficult. Maybe it's easy for you and you're just like really strong. Last time I went canoeing in real, I think that's the only boat rowing I've done. Yeah, I went canoeing for like 6 hours, and yeah, you get pretty tired after like 30 minutes. Yeah! Oh, let's go park. Let's go park like normal people at the dock.
All right. I think we are gonna be okay. I know. Well, I always know.
Another
Whenever I got
speech coming. Another speech.
You two by my side. Things are gonna be just fine. This place will be good for us. For now, anyway.
I hope so.
Well, I am going to take in the view.
I'll give these fish to Pearson.
I wish I had his level of positivity, though. He's just always a ray of fucking sunshine.
Hi, Mr. Morgan.
You think you can make this place work?
Of course. Don't I always?
Sure.
Arthur, how you been?
Okay.
I've been real worried.
What do you want?
Don't be like that. All right, just a few bucks. I'm short.
Get lost.
Well, I'll go try someone with a heart.
You do that.
To drink more, no thank you. Not paying for your booze, sir.
Arthur,